Let's make some bussin' banana pudding that's dairy free. Banana pudding is one of my favorite Gullah Geechee desserts, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really knew the history behind banana pudding until I became older. Bananas is native to Africa and was introduced to America during the European slave trade. For those of y'all boy tuning in that's not familiar with Gullah Geechee people, so we are descendants of West and Central Africans that were enslaved on the coastal regions of South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. I a Gullah Geechee from Charleston, which was the capital of the slave trade in America. Them boys say over 40% of enslaved Africans came through Charleston ports, but I personally say it had to been close to 60, just from the research I've been doing. And one thing about America, y'all know them boys like to lie. Since so many of our people came through the ports of Charleston, them boys say over 80% of African Americans can trace an ancestor back to Charleston. So y'all boy just might be Gullah Geechee. We may never know when the first banana pudding was made, since it was illegal for my people to read or write when bananas were introduced to America. However, we do know one thing. Black folks did the growing and the cooking when it come to America and the foundation which was built upon what? Slavery. But not every enslaved person worked in the field. Some worked as enslaved chefs, where they adapted their African dishes to the ingredients they had available to them. Now I could pause my little history lesson because this part coming up next is extremely important when you making homemade banana pudding. Number one, you gonna have to stir and stir that thing until it get good and thick.
2,000 years later.
When your pudding get thick up, like how you see ya, that's when you know you're ready. Now I know some of y'all like them loose, but I like mine on a little thick side, so yeah, I let mine go ahead and get a little thick up. Now back to the history lesson. So banana pudding is actually a variation of the English truffle. Now I ain't never had an English truffle, so I can't see if he busting or disgusting, but I do know one thing. When I look it up, I see it got a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I can understand why my ancestors probably was like, you know what, we ain't even finna do all that. I could pause my history lesson again, because he another important piece of information coming up for y'all boy. So traditionally, banana pudding that I grew up on was made with Nilla wafers, but I ain't using Nilla wafers because if y'all look at the ingredients on that box, you should not be putting that stuff in your body, and I ain't, so that's why I ain't using Nilla wafers. We could also dive into these bananas because some of y'all boy be anti-black when it comes to bananas, but the blacker the banana, the sweeter it is. These black spots on them mean it gonna be sweet. Alright y'all, so let's jump back into this banana pudding. As y'all see, I done layer my little thing down. And something else I also doing that's a little bit different. Y'all see I done layer them with Benny wafers. Benny seeds is also native to Africa and was brought to America by what? African people. So this shout out to our ancestors, because we would not be having like most of the food we enjoy today if it was not for them boy. Dumb boy is a gender neutral Gullah Geechee term that just describe a group of people for y'all boy that don't know what I talking about. Anyway, back to the video. Don't be greedy. Let your banana pudding sit in the refrigerator overnight or at least for 4 hours. And yes, I put bananas in my banana pudding because if you ain't got bananas in your banana pudding, then you just eating pudding. Alright y'all boy, now it's time to taste this banana pudding. I had it chilling in the refrigerator overnight. To me it tastes better the next day, so I like mine to chill overnight, but if you can't wait, you can let it chill for like an hour or two. But I let mine chill overnight because I like cold banana pudding. I know some of y'all boys like it warm. That your business. I like mine to be on the cold side. So here we go. Gonna take a bite. Bussin. Don't let nobody tell y'all banana pudding cannot be dairy free. Cause this thing right here, completely dairy free. And this thing is amazing. This thing is like extremely bussin'. And for those of y'all that got something to say about my bonnet, I want y'all to look in the mirror and ask yourself this.
Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?